Hey guys, it's Jun here again, and today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my most favorite training maps from level 160 to 180, and that is Showa Town Parking Lot. I feel like Showa Town Parking Lot is one of the most underrated maps, and let me tell you some of the reasons why I love Showa Town. So first, the map layout is a flat map, which is very good for characters that have skills that travel far horizontally. The mobs give a crazy amount of EXP. Not many people train here, or they train at the Showa Town Armory instead, so there's almost always a 100% burning field. And it's a great place to train in Reboot if you don't have enough Star Force to train at Star Force maps in Omega Sector. Now, some of the cons of training at Showa Town is that the mobs do have high HP. The mobs also do quite a bit of damage, so be prepared to use those pots if your class is squishy, and I wouldn't recommend training here without Kishin or a Fairy Totem. I would recommend training here starting anywhere from 160 to 170 and staying until level 180, but sometimes I'll stay until 185 if I'm having difficulties killing mobs at Twilight Perion and need some extra damage. You get to Showa Town by using a Hyper Teleport Rock and talking to the NPC Konpei and asking him to take you to the hideout. He then teleports you to a map called Near the Hideout and you enter the portal to reach the parking lot. I decided to compare my EXP rates at Omega Sector's Corridor 202 and Showa Town Parking Lot to demonstrate why the parking lot is a great place to train at level 165. The reason I didn't compare it to the Star Force version of Aliens is simply because reaching 140 Star Force requires a lot of extra time and mesos to find equips in Reboot and Star Forcing them. For reference, I currently have 100 Star Force, but I only have one ring and one pendant, no face or eye accessory, and no belt or shoulder. All of my equips are at 10 stars, so that means I would need at least 4 more equips at 10 stars to reach 140 Star Force. Basically, doing bosses every day in hopes of the accessories dropping is not what I want to do when leveling a character for Legion. Instead, I want to level this character to level 200 with minimal effort. So at Parking Lot, the mobs have a base EXP of 78,951 and 83,335, while Aliens have a base EXP of 71,794. The EXP multipliers used while doing that battle analysis and while training were a Pendant of Spirit, a Monster Park Gold Potion, a 2x EXP coupon, MVP buff, Mercedes Link skill at level 3, a Ron Link skill at level 2, and Kishin Shokan. Damage buffs used were Monster Park Red and Green Potions, Legion Smite level 3, and a Guild Blessing. My stats while training was roughly at 350k range. I had 63% final damage, 100% crit rate, and 61% crit damage. For the methodology, I used the battle analysis and I trained at both maps for 10 minutes with the exact same buffs, and I had a second computer for my Kishin meal. By looking at the results of the battle analysis, we can see that training at the parking lot gave me an average of 1,034,177 EXP per second, which is almost double of Corridor 202 at 561,465 EXP per second. Now, these results actually aren't that surprising because the parking lot mobs have a higher base EXP and they actually have slightly less HP than Aliens if you're playing on Reboot. As such, I would highly recommend trying out this map if you're a new player that's having trouble finding the accessories from Zakim and Magnus to Star Force, and it's a good way to reach level 170 pretty quickly so that you can start doing Golux runs and saving up coins for the Golux rings and belt, especially since they removed the 2-hour pre-quest that you used to have to do. It's also a great place to train for people who are trying to reach 8k Legion like me because it saves a ton of mesos since you don't have to Star Force as many equips. Overall, I feel like Showa Town in general is extremely underrated for leveling and is much more time efficient to train at than Star Force and non-Star Force maps from the level range of 160 to 180. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary style type of video. Please let me know if you guys have any recommendations or ideas for future videos in the comments below.